All right, hi Reina. I'm just gonna go to your, oops. Yeah, I'm just gonna go over to that button and into edit theme and then to the bottom. Okay, so I'm just clicking on add a page, and from your email, I'm just copying that code that you emailed to me, and I'm going to, in here, I'm going to first go to custom layout, and then I'm going to go down to the HTML and paste all that in. First thing I noticed is your HTML, this, you need a close bracket on that. And let's get rid of this one. And then you have the close HTML at the bottom, which is fine. Here, let me adjust the size of the screen. Okay, and then you have a lot of code up here that doesn't work. So what you need to do is don't enter all the code and then test it. You want to just, enter a little bit, test, enter a little bit, test, enter a little bit. Like here, let me just, I'm just going to copy this, and I'm going to get rid of all of this code for now. All right, update preview, save. And yeah, so show a link to this page, and the link we're going to show to this is, I'm going to call it page A. And the URL will be page A, something like that. Okay, update, preview, and save. Okay, so let's see if this works. And I'm going to use the JavaScript console. Yeah, you can't really see what I'm doing, but under the view, like in the menu, I'm going to go to view and then to developer and then to JavaScript console. And that'll open up the JavaScript console down here. And then if I write, something like hi and return, it says, all right, that our answer is hi, which is good. So that means that that it is working up to that point. All right, so then here, I'm just going to paste that bit of code back in. So here's your if. And there's a couple of errors right away in with the if. So you're saying if the answer includes enter, and then you're closing this bracket. So the close of this bracket closes the if. So the if is done, right? But the problem is we keep going. So I'm going to get rid of this close bracket. So if you're saying enter left and maybe the word tunnel. So I'm going to put tunnel in here. And so I'm getting rid of the straight and the right, because there's no way they're going to say, yeah, go left, go straight, and go right at the same time. That's what you're asking them to say, and they're not going to do that, right? All right, so if they, here, let me just back that up. Yeah, there's no way to make that bigger. So here, I'll just put a close bracket on there. Like that. So if you've said enter and left and tunnel, so enter the left tunnel, then you wrote enter the left tunnel. And then we're going to go to page B, which doesn't exist, right? So here, let me just turn that into a comment for now. So let's update the preview, save, and test that out. So enter the tunnel on the left. There we go. And then press return. And then what does it say? So in the Java console, it says, enter the tunnel on the left. You wrote enter the left tunnel. Okay, so that worked. The next step is to get it to go to our page B, but we don't have a page B. So I'm going to copy all of this code, update, save. You have to do that each time. I'm going to go back into here, and I'm going to add a page. And I'm going to do the same thing I did before. So custom layout, and then paste all of that HTML. Okay, so this is identical to your page A so far. The page title is going to be page B, and page B like that. All right, update the preview and save. Now, yeah, later on we use CSS to change the background color and the color of the text and stuff like that. But for here, I'm just going to change this to red, and down here to blue. You said that you were making your paragraph blue. Yeah. So once again, yeah, I would actually, like later on, we'll do the CSS and I'll show you how to do that. So yeah, I wouldn't really put it inside the paragraph. You can, but there's another way of doing it, which I'm going to show you. So color blue, let's say. So let's update the preview of that. Okay, so this is the B page, and it's identical to the A page. I've just, changed the writing to blue and the background to red. It looks terrible, I know. All right, so let's go back. Here, let's update and save, and I'm just gonna go back to my A page. And then we're saying, okay, so if you said enter the left tunnel, we want it to go to page B. So this should work. Let's update and save. And then I'm gonna say, enter the tunnel on the left and then return. Okay, so it didn't do it. Let's see why. So at the bottom it's saying check answer is not defined. So it's something I did, like right here, I turned this into, I stopped it from being a comment so the computer can now read it. And it doesn't like this line. And it's because you don't have a closing quotation. So you have an open quote, you got to close the quote, and then put a semicolon at the end of your line. Now update the preview, save, and let's try it out. Enter the tunnel on the left. And whoops. So now it's saying refuse to connect. All right. That's interesting. So let's update the preview, save. Let's go back. Let's go to page B. Let's just make sure I named it the proper thing. It is page, yes, see, I have lowercase page, uppercase B. I think that's the issue. So let's update, save, go back to page A, and we're saying that, yeah, lowercase page B, that should be good. I'm going to just go back here for a second to into the original Tumblr, and I click on the avatar, and again, so here we are on the page, and we have our page A and we have our page B. I'm just going to click on the page B, and I'm going to copy the URL from up here just to make sure it's correct. Then I'm going to go back to our code, which is here. So this is the code for our page A, and I'm just going to replace all of this with that. Okay, I don't know what the difference is. Let's see if it works. Update the preview, save, and I'm going to say open the tunnel on the left, and there it is. It works. Okay, so that's how you get it to do what you want it to do. So then I could say, all right, let's change this to an else, and then if we're saying enter the tunnel in the, the three tunnels, one goes to the right, enter the tunnel, and I'm going to say straight ahead, cap locks, straight, S-T-R-A-I-G-H-T, and includes tunnel. So you wrote enter the tunnel straight ahead. That's how lazy I am. Enter the, double click, straight ahead tunnel. And then this will be page C. Okay, so let's copy all the code from page A, update the preview, save, use the back arrow, and I'm going to add a page. And this is going to be our page B, C. So here we're in standard layout and we want custom layout, and then we paste all of our HTML. Then we call this page C, and then page C, like that. Update and save. Okay, I want to change the colors of this so I can recognize that it's a different page. Instead of powder blue, let's say green. Good enough. Update the preview. Green is not a color, but green might be. There we are. All right. So save. Let's go back to page A, and then we're saying, okay, so yeah, that should work. Update the preview, save. So I'm saying enter, whoops-a-daisy. Let's go back. No, let's go back. And So I'm saying enter the tunnel on the, if I click it, it enters. Sorry, so I have to actually, what fun. Yeah, let's go back again. And oops, that's me again. All right, so page A, and I'm gonna say enter the tunnel on the, and then press return, and it brings us to page C. Okay, that's how you do it. All right, so I'm gonna go back in, I'm gonna erase all that code. You go and put the code in. All right, have a good day.